Bhava Bhagavatipada preliminary parts are 15. Sako Ujuja Sujuja Suajoja Samudu Anatimani Santo Sakoja Subaroja Apagijoja Sanluga Vodi Santindriyoja Nipagoja Apagabo Kulisa Nanugato Yad 14 and Nacha Kota Majare Genji altogether 15. So yogi should be able, upright, very upright, obedient, gentle, and not conceited. Yogi should be contented, easy to take care of, have few possessions, have few activities, have light living, and keeping his senses in control, mature and not impudent, and unattached to the families, devotees. Kule Swananugata. There should be no attachment to male and female benefactors. When a monk is going round for alms to receive offering of food or other things from his male and female benefactors, monk should make an approach, assuming himself in the roles of noble person, worthy of offering called dakineya. It is for the monk's side. The monk should assume himself in the roles of a noble person, worthy of offering. And from the benefactor side, the benefactors, the donor should also donate, bearing in mind that the receiver is a noble personage, worthy of offering, in order to gain as well as to promote better advantages. Familiarity should be avoided by the monk regarding a benefactor as his own close acquaintance. If close intimacy is created by the monk, it amounts to taking possession of seizing the offering with desirable attachment, like an eclipse of a planet. What the Buddha wished to happen, Buddha wish is to see the monk fully accomplished with sila, samadhi, pinya, morality, concentration, and wisdom, and to preach the Dhamma to his benefactors to gain the noble virtues of wholesome deeds. So it is for the benefactors to consider their teacher and guide a plot of land which is to be cultivated for the germination of seeds of merits, and to make offering to him and revere him. For the purpose of cultivating a land, it is really important that this plot of land, this field should be fertile. In the same way, it is essential for monk who is receiving the offering to have good fertilizer such as Sila, Samadhi, and Pinya. A monk who is noble, Dakineya with purity or Sila, for not having attachment to his benefactors, should not expect anything on the part of the benefactors for having generously donated to such a noble monk, accomplished with the admirable attributes of a holy personage. He is sure to derive wholesome deeds. A person by the name of Indaka, by virtue of merits, for having offered a spoonful of meal to the Venerable Anuruddha, was reborn as a very powerful deity in the heavenly abode of Tawadesa. Considering this fact, it is quite obvious that it is really noble to donate with a virtuous inclination of mind on the golden attributes of Sila, Samadhi, and Pinya of the recipient monk. So monk and benefactors, if monk and benefactors are dealing with one another honestly, monk side is honest and benefactor side is honest, it is mutta. Then both monk and benefactors are said to have escaped from eclipse, or they have been released from eclipse. Such kinds of dealing or such kinds of relationship between benefactors and monk is indeed very essential. Then number 15, preliminary part is Nacha Khuta Majare Genji Yena Winyupare Upawadeyo. The last one. Among benefactors should not commit any slight wrong by doing which he might be censured by wise men. It is the last one. There is a last rules of conduct which ought to have been accomplished long before out of the fundamental principle or rules of conduct in the practice of Metta Bhavana. To make it clear, these principles will be enumerated again. Circle, yogi should be able and competent to practice. Uju yogi must be straightforward. Suju yogi must be obedient. Mudu yogi should be gentle and mild. Anatimani yogi should not slight others with self-pride, thinking very highly of oneself. Sandasaka yogi should be easily contented. Superior yogi must be a person who can be easily supported by male and female benefactors and volunteers. Apagaja yogi should have few duties and free from care. Salugavodi yogi should not be burdensome, keeping only a few belongings to his or her possession. Santindriya yogi should have the moral qualities of serenity without being affected by the sensation arising out of the perception through the eye, ear, etc. Nipaka yogi should have the mature reflective knowledge. Apagabo, the meditator should be polite and modest and free from impudence. Ananugata, yogi should be free from passionate attachment to male and female benefactors. And in regard to the principle of personal moral conduct, yogi should avoid any kinds of wrongdoing. No matter how trivial it may be, which wise men would find it blameworthy. Nothing should be done, spoken, or imagined, even at very trifle things, with which other wise men would find it faulty. However, of course, it would be very difficult to totally control the state of mind because the mind is very, very active. You are watching and controlling your mind all the time, but mind can escape sometime. So in this regard, it should be rejected as far as possible to control the mind. After these 15 principles of moral conduct, which should have been accomplished from the very outset, the method of ordinarily developing Metta has been initially shown by the Buddha. So Buddha initially showed how to develop Metta in ordinary way. So you have Brahma Vihara paper, page number 2. Look at your paper. Page number 2, number 4. So the Pali is Sukhi Nawa Kemi Nohondu Sabha Satta Bhavantu Sukhi Tata. That is the ordinary way of developing Metta. So translation is, may all beings be happy, be free from danger, and happy both in body and mind. Can you follow me? May all beings be happy, be free from danger, and happy both in body and mind. May all beings be happy, be free from danger, and happy both in body and mind. So mindfully you recite 3 times. May all beings be happy, be free from danger. Sukhi no wa kemi no hondu sabha satta bhavantu sukhi tata. That is ordinary way to develop Metta Bhavana. Sabha satta, may all kinds of beings, Sukhi no wa, may they be happy. And kemi no wa, may they be free from danger. Sukhi tata, both physical and mental happiness. So in this regard, the word Sukhi no should be interpreted in a grammatical sense. So it is to develop Metta either mentally or verbally by reciting as may all beings be happy and free from danger. In the expression Sukhi Tata, the word Sukhita means to have happiness according to the rules of grammar. Atta conveys the meaning of either mind or body. If it is said to be body, it can be taken to mean both material rupa and nama. Grammatically, it means to have both body and mind accomplished with happiness. So it would mean being happy both physically and mentally. As such, according to the expression, Metta can be developed by reciting, may all beings be happy both in body and mind, physically and mentally. So when developing Metta, you are intensive yogi, intensive meditators, intensive Vipassanā practitioner. So you need to contemplate. Every time recitation is made, the mind which is inclined to recite, wishing to recite, desire to recite, that state of mind occurs afresh repeatedly because desire to recite and recitation arise. So that state of mind should be captured or contemplated. Desire to recite, wishing to recite. So the mind which is inclined to recite occurs afresh repeatedly, capture the kinds of mind, and then you see it dissolve. And the thought which is to be born in your mind as may they be happy, with a feeling of loving kindness, also vanish repeatedly. So desire to recite and also Metta, the kinds of nama, the kinds of psychophenomena should be contemplated and captured. You see it vanish repeatedly. And also you pay attention to the sound wave, the physical behavior and the sound wave, which others also occur afresh again and again. The most obvious rupa is sound wave. Sound wave, as soon as you capture it, it disappears. So the rupa and nama, the psychophysical phenomena that dissolve repeatedly and immediately after occurrence, should be contemplated every time recitation is made and at every moment Metta Citta arises. So this manner of contemplation is Vipassanā. Khaya Dawaya Dosa Masaitva. This contemplation can be achieved up to the stage of Arahata Phala after observing and contemplating that it has disappeared. It is up to your parami. You practicing Metta Bhavana and also Vipassana Bhavana together. It can be achieved up to the stage of Arahata Phala. It is clearly stated in the commentaries. Such being the case, immediately after recitation has been done, both the Chaita, which is born in your mind, or rather the mind that is conceived, and the utterance or recitation made should be contemplated together. So thereafter, instruction have been given by preaching the two verses as to how metta should be developed by distinguishing the beings into two or three categories or parts. So Buddha expounded, Yekeji Pana Buddhati Tasawata Varawa Nawasesa Tiga Wayewa Manta Michimara Saka Anukatula Data Wayewa Adata Yewa Dure Wasanti Awe Dure Buddhawa Sambhavesiwa Sabbasata Bhavantu Sukhi Tata. Buddha expounded how to develop metta by dividing it into two or three parts. Tasawa means individual who is trembling with fear. Tawarawa means a perfect and holy Arhat who is serene, steadfast and fearless. Tasa beings are trembling and shaking with fear. Why they trembling and shaking with fear? Because of the anger or passion, human passion or lust or desirable attachment. These people are trembling and shaking with fear because of their raga and dosa, attachment and anger. So those who are inclined to fright are living beings who are not yet free from anger and hatred, lobha, raga and dosa. Who are they who are trembling and shaking? They are ordinary worldlings, sotapannas and sagragami. They are trembling because they are not yet free from anger. And those beings get frightfully affected by passionate desire. They are common worldling, Putujana, and also include individuals who are Sotapannas, Sagragami, and Nagami. Because of the attachment, passionate desire, they are trembling and shaking with fear. How they are seized with fear because of passionate desire, Tanna is seized with fear because of passionate desire. Tanna is something similar to beings who are anxious for not getting or receiving which they crave for, which they which they wish to obtain. So those whose mind is tranquil, unperturbed, and steadfast, without a feeling of pride, are the noble arahants who are totally free from tanha, attachment. So tassa, those beings who are inclined to fear, they are beings who are not yet liberated from passionate and desirable attachment. Tawara beings have totally no fear. They are not apprehensive with serenity and stability of mind. They are noble ones, arahants. So with those two phrases, tasawa tawarawa, it has been distinguished into two parts or two categories, entirely got rid of tanha. These two should be kept distinct and separated in developing metta by reciting according to the two verses, and also Vipassanā yogi should also be should should contemplate. It should be also combined together with Vipassana in practicing contemplation. So why Tathagata, the Buddha and Arahant are not trembling, not shaking, because they have no raga, dosa, moha? Why ordinary worldling, Sotapanna, Sagragami, Nagami are trembling? Because they are not free from raga, dosa, moha. So in the Tejaka Sutta, it mentioned that Tathagata is free from lust, free from evil, free from ignorance. He is without fear, without trembling, without terror. He does not run away. And Saka, the kings of devas, kings of deities, is not free from lust, not free from evil, not free from ignorance. He is subject to trembling, subject to terror, subject to running away. So Sotapanna, Wadlin, Sotapanna, Sagragami also they have Ragatosa Moha. So they are trembling, they are subject to trembling, terror, etc. So can you follow me? Tathagata is free from lust, free from evil, free from ignorance. He is without fear, without trembling, without terror. He does not run away. Tathagata is free from lust, free from evil, free from ignorance. He is without fear, without trembling, without terror. He does not run away. Saka, the kings of devas, the kings of deities, is not free from lust, is not free from evil and ignorance. He is subject to trembling, subject to terror, subject to running away. So we are trembling, we are shaking with fear because of our kilesa, raga, dosa, moha, lust, evil, and ignorance. So here Buddha mentioned to develop Metta Bhavana by separating two parts, Dasa and Tawara. So you have paper, page number 2. Number 5, there is developing Metta by separating into two parts. Men are developing Metta by separating into two parts, Dasa and Tawara. Dasa beings are Putujana, Sikha. Sikha means Sotapanna, Sagaragami, Anagami. These individuals are likely to get easily frightened for not being free from tanha, attachment. May all these dasa beings be happy in both body and in mind. And Tawara beings, number B, may all noble arahants who are serene and steadfast because they have no tanha, without any fear, for having been fully emancipated from the bonds of tanha, may all these arahants be happy. And number C, combined, may all those fearless noble arahants, as well as all beings who have fear and easily get alarmed, be happy. That is Buddha divided being into two parts, Dasa and Tawara. Tawara is Arahant and Dasa is trembling, beings who are trembling with fear. Number 5, can you follow me? Men are developing Metta by separating into two parts. May all Putujana Sikha individuals who are likely to get easily frightened for not being free from tanha be happy in both body and mind. Again, may all Putujana Sikha individuals who are likely to get easily frightened for not being free from tanha be happy in both body and mind. And number B, may all noble arahants who are serene and steadfast without any fear for having been fully emancipated from the bonds of tanha be happy. Again B, may all noble arahants who are serene and steadfast, without any fear, for having been fully emancipated from the bonds of Tanna, be happy. And combine Namasi, follow me. May all those fearless noble arahants, as well as all beings who have fear and easily get alarmed, be happy. So that is Tassa and Tawara beings. The manner of developing Metta separated into three distinct parts. Jike Jivana Buddhasi Tasawa Tawarawa Nawasisa Digawa Diga. Buddha put this group Diga means those beings who have a long body. And Mahantawa, those beings who are big and large in size. And Michima, those beings or creatures who are neither long nor short, nor big nor small in bodily structure, or in other words, who have medium-sized body. And Rasakawa, those beings who are short. And Yewa Anuga. Anuga means those beings who are tiny and small. And Tula means those beings who are bulky in body and built, fat, corpulent, and fleshy. So Buddha separate beings into three distinct parts. So with this portion of words, Buddha has prescribed three methods by which metta should be developed after distinguishing the beings in three different kinds. The first method shown has reference to different kinds of being according to the size of their body dimension, whether it is long, short, medium size. Out of these three kinds, those being creatures who have lengthy bodies are snakes, dragons, lizards, earthworms, etc. Creatures who have short bodies are chicken, birds, frogs, etc. Medium-sized creatures or beings are horses, cattle, buffalo, pigs, etc. However, it is pretty hard to give a definite decision on the matter of making a specific classification. So three distinct parts. Number 6, look at your paper. Diga Vajiva Manta Michima Rasaka Nukatula. Diga means long, Rasaka means short, and Michima means medium size. So we have to radiate these beings divided into three parts. During developing metta, pay attention to your radiating mind and also pay attention to your sound wave despair and desire to recite, desire to radiate. That state of mind need to be also contemplated on. So what your Vipassana knowledge will be developed immediately. Can you follow me? Number 6. May those beings who have long bodies be happy. May those beings who have long bodies be happy. And Rasaka, may all beings who are dwarf and have short bodies be happy. May all beings who are dwarf and have short bodies be happy. Another one combined or not combined, medium size. May those beings whose bodies are neither long nor short, whose bodies are medium size, be happy. May those beings whose bodies are neither long nor short, that is medium size, be happy. And combined radiation, may all those beings who have long or short or medium sized stature be happy. So we will continue next time. We have to stop our discussion for today by developing Metta Bhavana together with Vipassanā Bhavana, by noting, rising, falling, sitting, touching, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, continuously and meticulously. May all meditators be liberated from all suffering. May all yogis be realize the real peace in the very near future.